EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up in a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Smith, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
38.
Second and 9 now. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. A give. It's Jacobs off the option. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Now it's 2nd and 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Throwing on third. Gone. This one swung out to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now it's gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run off tackle right with Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now a pitch out to Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 9, Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a first down carry is Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3.
Raiders 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In motion left goes Smith. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick slant here to Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, 39 yards. And the Raiders are able to come into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Goff on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, Williams. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. A give to Williams, running right. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball.
And he'll get in into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 24, Raiders 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Back to throw now on first down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You
Yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. He hits Adams, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Back to throw here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Lions, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.